and welcome fellow subscribers and other racing fans. In today's Talk with Tony, two topics. The new patch 9 came out and rather unusual, I pack my AOR race from Wednesday into this episode of Torque. Reason for that you will see shortly. So what about the patch? As usual, the patch brought us already all the cars you will see in the February DLC. If you want to see them, they are out there on YouTube because, you know, someone always hacks into the game files and shows cars and tracks before they are officially released. But what else did we get? Well, this patch wasn't the biggest, to be honest. Greatest changes are made to the tracks Road America and Silverstone. For Road America, the race line was tweaked so the AI hasn't as much problems driving around there. And in Silverstone Classic there was a hit issue cured, which basically prevented to do multiplayer races at this track if you have to go into the pits at some point. Also, vintage tires got reworked a little bit, so they are easier to drive in terms of abusing, like flat spotting and stuff like that. Further, there was an UDP fix for consoles and tweaks to the following cars. The Beamer 2002 from the last DLC got an adjusted default setup to make it easier to drive. The 1M BMW got the sequential gearbox, and you might remember from my January DLC video that I was quite surprised that this car had an H-shift gearbox, so now it got sequential, which is very nice. The other car tweaks I will put into the video description, so if you're interested in that, just follow the link to the forum with all the patch notes. Most noticeable is or are the audio tweaks for the Ford Falcon car. For many people, as well as I, did complain about how the car sounds. It was very generic sounding, and to be honest, it is not really massively better, at least not from cockpit view now. However, from the outside view the car sounds a little bit more brutal. Listen to that. So, after this short update to the patch, here comes the other promised topic, which is my last AOR race at Watkins Glen. I have to say I was caught by surprise a little bit that this race was during the night. I honestly didn't look into the daytime settings, so I just assumed that my setup from the ALA race would work brilliantly here. However, during the night the Aston struggles with grip immensely, so the setup would have been, or would have needed to be, changed quite significantly, which was not the best for the race obviously, so my qualifying was rather slow. But as you know, Watkins Glen is a track where slipstreaming is quite important, so I was still looking forward to the race. However, watch it yourself. Can't believe that. Whoop! I couldn't see that at all. As you could see, that race was over before it really began. That's why I'm not making a video of the race, because after that race was over and I just was cruising around to the finish. Not really exciting stuff. That whole day was very bad for me. Before that race I had the ESL January final. After making a mistake myself in the first race of both, I got crashed due to a bug in the second race, so man, was I in a bad mood already. You will see the ESL races, I will upload them. However, you can already be prepared to be disappointed. At least I was disappointed. That also leaves me with the thought that I will probably do less races in the future after the current seasons are finished. As you also might have noticed, that it is a bit too much. What I'm doing now, there is no preparation time whatsoever, and I can't get the results I'm usually going for. I mean, I like just driving with the pack, but I want to be in the top 5, or at least be able to reach the top 5. So you can tell me what you think about that, but I talked to some people, to many people, and well, the conclusion is that it's a bit too much right now. That also left me no time to do more setup 101s, and I will change that. In the future, less races, but more setup and track 101s. That's what the aim is for the next weeks and months. I hope you like this decision. Let me know if you do. Like and subscribe if you want to support me, and see you next time. Bye bye.